Hello, thank you so much for signing up for the CyberFirst competition. Well done for choosing a team. This video guides you through how to get started. So the competition runs from the 20th of November at midday up until the 29th of November. We'll start with a launch event. The 20th is a Monday. So if you can make it at lunchtime on Monday, we'll have some snacks and we'll go through how to get started. And then you can do as much or as little as you like. You don't have to do any of this, but the more you do, the more you work together, the more fun you'll have and the more chance you'll have of winning prizes. So I've given you a login, a temporary login, and I've given you a link. When you click on the link, let's have a look. In fact, sorry, I need to close that one and open this as an incognito window. You don't need to do that. There we go. So you will need to say that you are an under 18 competitor. I've given you a username. I think the one I'm going to use is Fulford Test. Oops. The password that I've given you is a randomly generated one. So please don't read anything into the random words that are in there. Irritatingly, it doesn't let you choose a new password. So you've got to put your old password in. That's the one that I've given you. And the new password here, you must press show and then copy that and write it down in a text box and then save it for later. I'm going to change this later, so it doesn't matter if people see this for now. When you log in, hopefully you've remembered that password and you've got to this point. Then there's nothing you can do until the 20th other than working through the practice challenges. And I strongly recommend working through these practice challenges together. So I'm going to go through the first one. You can work through the others in pairs or in your groups if you want. So this website that it recommends, CyberChef, is exceptionally useful. So I'm going to have this open in a different tab. And the idea is you can have some text in here. And this CyberChef thing can follow a recipe of all sorts of stuff you can do in cryptography and maths and computing and science and all that kind of stuff. For example, you can convert it to hexadecimal. You can convert that text into hexadecimal. Maybe we don't want to do that. Let's get rid of that. Or you can convert it to binary. Drag that in. Come on, like that. And you can see the binary, the zeros and ones for that text. And you can also... let's see, a Caesar cipher. Can I spell Caesar cipher? There we go. Drag that in. You can do the output of one thing into the next one. So you can kind of chain one into another. Why is that useful? Why am I showing you this? Well, the first challenge gives you a QR code. So if we have a look at this QR code here, I'm going to save it in my pictures secret shake recipe. There we go. And then you could scan it on your phone and it'll give you some random stuff that's not particularly helpful. Come on, secret shake recipe. It looks like this and it will work. You can scan it on your phone, but you want to do something with that data. So we use the CyberChef stuff. Get rid of this recipe. This time, rather than just typing in some random gubbins, let's open a file. Open a file. I want the picture that we've just got. Oh gosh, what did we call it? I can't remember. Yeah, that one, secret shake recipe. There we go. So this is binary data for an image. It's a PNG image, but we want to be able to interpret it as a QR code, a quick response code. So let's pass the QR code. And if you'd scanned it on your phone, you would have got this stuff. What on earth does that mean? Well, you get clues in this. You might not get clues in the actual challenges. So that's the first bit. Base 64. Now this is used a lot with emails. This is where you can get binary data and use 64 characters, as in capital letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and a few extra characters like equals, 64 different characters, so that you can send any binary data by email, like an attachment. You don't need to understand how it works. Let's just go from base 64. Oh, and it's converted it. It looks like it's converted it into binary. So let's go... binary to text, so from binary, drag that in. We've got some text, but it doesn't make any sense. Does it give any clues? Oh yeah, it does. A Vignere cipher. So let's search for that. Vignere, you can look online for how Vignere ciphers work. It's a bit like a Caesar cipher, but where each letter is moved on by a different amount depending on a key. So I'm going to need that key there, plop that in, and at last we get a flag. Now, if it was the actual competition, that would get you points. You would have solved the challenge. But it does kind of give you hints. It gives you flags. It gives you the solutions. It tells you what to do. Work your way through. Let me know if there's anything I can help with. I know it looks confusing to begin with, but the more you play around with this, the more fun you'll have, the more points you'll get, the more chance of winning the competition you'll have. All the very best. Look forward to seeing how well you get on. Thank you. Bye-bye.